check it out when you walk. Your feet sinks in a lot of water. I just got my waterproof socks. The ones I had before that I liked weren't available to ship right away, so it wouldn't have been here till Monday. So I ordered a different one. This is a small. According to their chart, the small would have fit, so I actually ordered a small and a medium just to make sure at least one of them would fit. And the small actually fits. Looks weird. It's a little shorter than my other one, but the reviews say it's very waterproof, so that should do the job. Well, good morning. It's day 39. It's still morning. It's a little before noon. I just got dropped off at the forest road where I got off, so I'm gonna head up. I got my waterproof socks on, my little Injinji liners in it, and I'm ready to go. I have enough food for 4 nights in case it takes that long, but I don't think it will. The weather's beautiful. It's a little cold, so I want to get moving. But tomorrow and for like a week and a half at least, the weather's gonna be really nice. So I'm really looking forward to it. Feels good. I took basically 3 zeros though. I took Wednesday was off, Thursday, Friday off. There's fresh snow here. A lot of it's melted, but it's really soft. The softness may slow me down, but I'm really optimistic and eager to get going and get to Flagstaff again, resupply, and just, there's actually after Flagstaff, it's the 100 miles to Seine and 100 miles to the finish. So it's like, it's so exciting. It's just 2 big pushes, 2 more resupplies, and that's it. It's so exciting. Like I don't know. What other words are there besides exciting? But for now, I'm gonna try to at least find a trail. But my plan is there are several fences on the way. I'm just gonna head towards the fences. If I can't find a trail at all, I'm not gonna bother wasting my time trying to stay on trail, because that really slows you down. So my goal is to just head in a general direction of where the fences will be, or the gates at the fences will be. And the fences will kind of stop me at some point and I have to head towards the gates, but I think it's a good plan and I think I'll make decent time. Today I hope to make however much miles I get, but tomorrow I want to start nice and early. And again, I'm super excited to get out here. And Lori and Brian and April, you all are awesome. Thank you for hosting me. Had a great time. And Lori, your turkey was really good. And everything on your broth. I love bone broth, by the way. I love collagen. And so I was so excited when she had it. But all right, I'll get going and I'll get back to you once I at least get to where the trail intersects. Let's see how many footprints there will be out there. Check that out. I thought it was just a little stream. I was walking by it and I realized, oh yeah, that's the trail. It just got a line of snow melt and a big pool of water down it. Snow here and there, but the trail generally heads north. That's the other thing with the last time. There was no sun, so you couldn't tell what direction you were going easily. But it's easy now. It's noon, so north we go. Yeah, the sun helps navigation so much. Not bad. I lost the trail quite a bit ago and I just kept going in a northerly direction, slight west, and I checked my phone and I was a little east of the gate, so I headed west and saw the trail again. But here's the gate. After this it kind of heads more west, so I'll keep doing that because it's much faster when you just go in a general direction. And I think I'm making good time. We'll see. The other thing too is when you're just going in a general direction and you're kind of bushwhacking, it's clear enough, it's no problem. And the big advantage is if you see big snow drifts, you can just go around them and take smaller snow drifts. As long as you're heading in a general direction the same way, I think it'll be fine. And this fence would have definitely stopped me at some point and I'd just go over to the gate, but I wasn't too far from the gate. I'm gonna do that again for the next section. There's another gate, I don't know how many miles. And I think out here there's little chance of getting like cliffed up where you wind up at the edge of a cliff and you gotta figure it out. So I think that's the right tactic for this area. at least until the snow clears out. It's funny, I just got past the gate and I just look around and there's nothing, but there are slight footstep imprints right here. Most of it got filled in by the recent snows. You can kind of make it out though, so I guess it's that way. And that's in the general correct direction. Boy, I love the sun. It's so much easier to hike with the sun. Looking at the topographic information, I guess we just hike mostly north along the east side of a small hill. So as I go, I'll spot the hill and just hug the left or right side. And then there should be another gate once we're a little past the hill. So yeah, easy. It's good when there's big landmarks to help you navigate. There's one bare section of trail right here and a lot more snow. You can see some footsteps just to the left, but it's hard to make out the trail here. Some places I have been able to. There's a slight indentation. But once the footsteps go crazy, you kind of have to do your own thing. But I try to stay on trail as much as I can if it's obvious. It's just once it's not obvious, there's no point checking the phone. Like, are these footsteps even going the right way? You just never know. Way ahead you can see the trail right over there. Just one little bare patch, so that's one connector, and then who knows where it goes from there. I think I could kind of make out the trail after that in the snow. I'll go that way. Can you make out the footprints there? Those are the same ones that I was following when I got off trail for a couple days, and you can tell how old they are because they've been filled in with fresh snow. But those and elk footprints are the only prints I see. I haven't seen a single other human print. I thought based on Facebook and Guthook comments that there were several people that went through, but we're wondering if some people maybe roadwalked portions of it or something, because I don't see any footprints and I was wandering all over. But we're still mostly on trail and we're gonna head north off this hill and down. So I'm thinking that we're gonna be off the snow in a few hundred yards or so, half a mile maybe, I don't know. But yeah, only footsteps I see, and they're pretty faint sometimes. And it's funny when you see a bunch of elk prints right alongside it for a while. It's like they kind of followed the human print. It's cute. It's quite funny actually. A lot of times the footsteps in front of me are correct, but sometimes I see them wandering and I look and I think there's a trail going this way. So I'll follow, and I'd say majority of the time I've been doing better, I think because I have less snow than he did. But I apologize to anybody that follows my footsteps and wanders around only to make a 90-degree turn to get back on trail. I have a couple of those, but I think I'm doing pretty well, so I think it'll help, hopefully. It's funny, I'm looking backwards. I saw the footsteps disappear quite a bit back, but then I saw the trail actually and kind of spotted it. So I got what I thought was it, and I followed it, and you can tell in the trail there's like a slight groove. So I followed it, and finally I see the other guy's footprints and we meet up here. I'm guessing he saw what's behind me here. Gate. A lot of barbed wire fences around here, and it's just much easier to go through a gate than to try to climb one. So he pretty much wandered and looked for the gate as well, same strategy. But yeah, another gate down. We're getting closer, we're making good time. I think, yeah, I'm not gonna go as fast as normal, but 18-mile days is easily plausible. It's just a lot of snow right now, but yeah, pretty nice. Around here, I'm on like a logging road, and there's a lot of drifts of snow, and some of it had a sheet of ice on it, and I fell right through one. At least helped my ankles, but good old waterproof socks. I don't know if you can see I have the Injinji liner underneath it. If the puddles are any bigger or deeper than those socks, I'm in trouble. But up until then, actually I felt it go through and it splashed. I didn't really feel any cold because the outer sock is already wet and it's warm, like how a wetsuit would act. So it wasn't cold at all. I actually felt normal. So yeah, I'm really glad I got the waterproof socks. We'll see later tonight exactly how dry my feet are. I think they're pretty dry. It's hard to tell. Fortunately, because of the cold water and all the snow, feet don't get too hot, so there's not much sweating, I don't think. And it's supposed to breathe. My last one actually breathed really well. I don't know about these, but I think it feels okay. It's hard to tell with the Injinji liners because you can't touch your toes to each other. I think it's okay though, but it's I've been going only about 1.8 to 2 miles an hour. So I think by 6 o'clock tonight, I should be able to make 10 miles, I think, even stopping to filter some water. There's a campsite, I forget the name already, but 10 miles from where I started, but it's closed. It's a fee site, but I think based on the quality of the Blue Ridge one, maybe it's gonna be similar. And I'm hoping it's cleared enough that it got a lot of sun and the individual tent platforms are cleared out or clean. And if it's like the loose gravel, like I saw in the last one, it should be not muddy. So I'm hoping to camp there. I think it'll be all right. It's closed, but you know, and it's a fee site, but there's nobody will be there anyway. So that's my goal for tonight, and that's not bad. And I think I'll have like 47 more to get to Flagstaff, and that's not bad either. I think I could do 18 to 20, so 2 nights more, so 3 total nights. I think it'd be all right. So pretty happy. Although I shouldn't say it. Don't let anything hear her. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that, otherwise it might start getting really worse again. But off we go, 7 more miles, a little under 7. Oh yeah, here's the trail. You can probably just barely make out some prints. Barely. There's only one set, really. And there it goes. I'm pretty sure I have to go left here, but it's always fun to see a sign like that. Arizona Trail, go left, or Arizona Trail, go right. It would have been one thing if they said motorcycles this way, but huh. Alright, so looking at the maps, the right is probably an old Arizona Trail, and the left is maybe new. It looks older actually because the sign is burnt. But there are no steps going left and there are steps going right. I think if I go left, it's going to take me a lot longer to try to figure out how to get to where I need to. Whereas right, there are footprints and I just need to follow that road. They actually reconnect within half a mile. I think I'm just going to go right because it'll take me a lot longer to go left because there are no footprints and there is a lot of snow around here. I don't know if you can tell, but up there it's all snow. So I'm just gonna go this way until the trails meet again. Change my mind, I'm gonna go left. The footprints actually seem to go off the road, like in between the trail and the road. But according to the arrows, it should be right here somewhere. I don't know. I'll just figure it out. Oh, great. These are one of the definitive signs that it is a trail. A random segment of log that just cut. Fortunately, that's there because there hasn't been any other sign except a slight groove in the trail, so that's good. Check out these footsteps on this road, sorta. It's just deep slush into maybe an inch of water. It's wet. Glad for the socks again. I'm about 3 hours in and I'm about halfway done with the 10-mile day I was expecting for today. I'd like to stop early just to also get back into the groove, the usual dinner, usual breakfast, usual wake up time. But look at all the snow. I know from the drive that I think as we go down, we're gonna get much less snow because once we passed Mormon Lake coming south, there was just a lot more snow in the woods. But south of there, it looked really nice. So I'll get to that eventually. There's a nice melted portion of trail up here. It's getting a lot of sun, but as you can see, it's all slushy. And check it out when you walk. Your feet sinks in a lot of water. But it's actually not too bad. I know normally if you did this, you'd feel like that instant cold, but Oh, now I'm feeling it. Because that warm water got replaced with that cold water. But you don't have to care so much. It will be bad that the shoes be soaking wet and then frozen solid the next day. But what are you gonna do? A lot of snow up here. You just gotta adapt. Here we go, Arizona Trail. And this is the cutoff to Mormon Lake, Navajo Spring Trail, 1.1 mile. I think it's like 200 something feet down. There's a nice stream. Maybe this is Navajo Spring. I don't know. But we have about 4.6 more to go. And still making okay time. I got lost a bunch of times back there. I apologize to everybody behind me. They had to do those couple of weird loops there. And then one time, if you followed my steps, you probably walked up to like a stone ledge and have to circle around. Sorry. I was reading this information placard. They said the loggers here ate 6,000 to 9,000 calories a day. Oh my gosh, that's way more than even I eat. We think we're doing a lot of work through hiking, but these loggers, holy cow. Whew. I just realized that I no longer see that one guy's prints anymore. This is Arizona Trail, and it's pretty easy to follow. It's like an old road. It's really wide, and there's skiing, like ski trail markers here and there pretty often. But there are no footsteps, which makes me believe he took off to Mormon Lake and bailed there or something. I don't know. But no more footprints anywhere. Again. Okay, the prints are back. You can see them. It's hard to see here, but back where I was standing, there was absolutely nothing. I wonder if he got lost. But the steps are getting harder and harder to see just because fresh snow is on top and it's melting, so everything's kind of blending together. I guess it's good I'm walking on these faint steps so I can put in fresh steps, so that way just the steps are kept. There's the cross-country ski marker, and below is the Arizona Trail marker, and you can make out the trail. There's like a dip in the middle. There are no footprints at all, though. Whatever footprints existed are no longer visible at all. So everyone's got to trust my old crazy footprints coming up. I think we're going to leave this at some point. It's going to be a little wild. Stepping in snow all this time, it like absorbs the impact. Oh, I wasn't ready for this dry, hard ground for this little stretch here, but it's hard. Ooh, I guess the snow kind of softened me up a little. It's funny how you adapt to different surfaces and then hit another and it's like, ooh, hit a road. Check this out. I think it's one of those like cat vehicles. What do you think? I mean, it's hard to tell exactly, but I don't think it's a car. I don't think they're car tires. I can't really tell if they're treads, but I think they are. Oh yeah, look further up here. Totally treads. Cool, I wonder where they went. Oh, I should probably pay attention to where the trail's going, huh? Just got sidetracked. All right, let me check here. I'm on trail. It's actually the road, so I'm gonna walk between these tracks for a while. And I only have two more miles to the campsite I'm going to go to. It's one of those established ones I mentioned. So hopefully it's better. There's been a lot less snow once we pass this little canyon that's back there. There's a lot of snow here on this road, but I think it's clearing up further ahead. So I have high hopes that by the time I hit the campground, I'll have some dry, clear area. Before here, I swear, there really aren't too many spots that are dry. Or actually, there aren't too many spots not covered in snow. And the spots there are just super rocky, big old rocks. So finding camp back there is going to be pretty tough. But I think 2 miles ahead, I think it's going to be good. During the drive up, it looked like there was a lot less snow down there. So I hope. It's only like 300 feet down from where I am. But wish me luck. Here's that cute little sign, I guess. Please don't litter my home. Bambi. Where are you, Bambi? I haven't seen any deer, just elk. Oh, where's the trail go? Okay. Just got a little depression in the snow. Just a little bit. Yeah, there hasn't been any footprints for a long time. It's all me. But so far, until this part, it's been a lot better with the snow. Now it's a whole bunch of snow again. In case you didn't know, the trail makers and the trail maintainers, they use these rocks as water diversion. So if the trail gets flooded with water, it hits it and diverts it away. So often when you hike, you got to make sure you go straight instead of sideways. And you can tell here, it's actually working pretty well. There's a lot of water going to the right. Well, there's a lot of water going down the trail. There's been a bunch of these diverters, but there's just so much water that they just can't handle it all. So the trail is quite flooded. I think we're coming up to the campsite. There's a green building, maybe an outhouse. Looks pretty small, but there is a lot of snow here. So I'm still not sure if we're gonna find anything that is cleared. But I think even if there's a spot that's mostly good and not cleared, I'll just use my mitten shell over my hands and use a trowel and just kind of scrape off the snow from whatever site. I think that'll be good. Let's go look around. There are several sites I see with no snow, and there's a stream on the right. I'm gonna go check them out and see if there's any that are clear or dry and stake it out. I mean, this one has some mud here, but the driveway for the car is actually nice gravel. It looks like it's dry. It's higher. This would be actually pretty good. And I think there's toilets over there. Let's go check over there. I think it might be closer to the other creek. I'd like to be closer to water just because I want to filter 4 liters tonight. And I don't want to run off to the creek and leave all my stuff alone, because that's when a bear is going to show up and rip open my stuff. So, hey, wait a minute. Who needs a stream when I got this road? It's actually pretty clear water. I could totally scoop water out of that. And I'm going to sleep in this driveway over here. I think it'll all work out. No widowmakers anywhere. I think it's good. Here's home for tonight, I believe. It's iffy. Do I want to be near the picnic table? I think I'll just set up right here. So I am at Double Springs Campground. Sweet. Good day. Good day. I got water from the road, the tire ditches in the road. The water's pretty clear. I got a brand new Sawyer on there now. And it's actually going pretty well. Yeah, it always takes a little while to really kick in when it's new. It's doing all right. So yeah, I just hooked it on the gap in the table and just gonna gravity filter while I set up the tent. Oops, I've been obsessing over the tent. I forgot to check on this. It's full, losing water. I should mention, because I super glued the Velcro on, nothing has come off yet. All day, several days in the wet. Normally it would come right off if you just used the adhesive. Now the big question of the day, how wet are my feet? Did the waterproof socks work? Some people seem to believe that there are no such thing as waterproof socks. And they, I don't know, they just shrug it off. So these are the socks. These are like Rays or something. Randy Sun. Some random, probably Chinese company. If you read the description on Amazon, it's got grammatic errors. But the outside is damp. I can feel that. Let's pull this. Actually, let's take off the gaiters. Gaiters are all wet, of course. So here we go. Socks off. Inside of the sock is all dry. In fact, yeah, the outside of the sock's all wet. It's actually not wet enough I could wrench it, I don't think. Gotta keep the top part up and out so you don't... Actually, let's just do the bottom part. Oh, I can wrench it. Good. I mean, it's not good that it's that wet, I guess, but it's good when you can squeeze out as much water as you can. just so you don't have to be less to freeze overnight. So let's try out, and the socks, completely dry, no problem, no pruning at all, completely dry. It was wet all day. So what waterproof socks do work, and they do exist. I'm not sure how long it's going to be waterproof as far as like the durability. Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to last a lot longer than bread bags. A lot of people suggest bread bags. They're great for single day where you take it with you hiking, and if it snows you got something to wear. But I think for a thru hike you need something a little bit more durable. Alright, here's the label, Randy Sun. They're goofy looking. I don't know. They got other colors, but they only had the black to deliver right away. But here it is again. Outside's very wet. Take it off. And completely dry inside. Completely dry. Very nice, very nice. Let's try to wrench it out and see how much water comes out. There you go. Oh my gosh. By the way, the campsite here, there's a lot of dry gravel on top, but it's all mud underneath, I found. I think my footprint's just going to be covered in mud on the bottom tomorrow. I might drag it in the grass out there for a little while. But yeah, that's all wet.